had that animal segment. We were discussing a friend of ours who was on a horse, thrown off by the horse, and broke a bone in her back. Two bones in her back. And BB Shea says, "Why don't do nothing?" Great point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also, fact checker Rusty says you were a little too quiet during that sharks in the Great Lakes discussion.
I know. I try not to put myself in situations sometimes.
You should.
But
if you have something,
I could be convinced that there would be sharks in the Great Lakes.
Put a little cardboard fin in there and he'll believe
I'm
it.
going to give him a little credit. I could be convinced.
It's possible.
I don't think about things like I think dolphins are fish. Apparently they're not.
They are mammals.
If they swim, it's a fish to me.
No. Mammals, whales, I believe, are mammals. They have to come out of the water. That's why they come up to breathe the air. That must be a pain. If you're a dolphin, you have to come up every so often.
I know how that was like. I get winded doing anything. And I'm like,
just get up. You get winded, exactly. Kentucky Derby this weekend, speaking of horses.
That's right.
Good game for you. This is I don't know why we haven't done this already. Just a few for you. Okay. I'll give you either the name of a Kentucky Derby horse at some point in history, or a strain of weed able to be purchased.
Ooh.
Listen to him.
Finally, something we can count on him to know. I think we see why he also would fall for the great whites and the Great Lakes.
Silver Lamp. Horse or weed? Silver Lamp.
I'm going to go with a horse.
That is a horse.
Okay.
That's correct. Velvet Rage.
That's a weed.
High Mesa Haze.
See, this is tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Horse.
There's no point in playing this game.
You're an expert.
Well, it sounds like he's smoked a lot of what you're naming.
Blue Dream.
Oh, that's good. Weed.
Yeah, see.
That's an indica. That's good stuff.
Intrepid.
Horse.
I think Intrepid won it.
I was going to say, that sounds familiar.
I've heard of that, yeah. Oh, Chunk of Gold.
Horse.
Yes. Gelato.
Weed.
Why do we do this? What's the point? Why play this game? He's like Biggie with fast food restaurants. Why do we ever ask anybody else about fast food restaurants when Biggie is sitting here, you know? Yesterday we were talking about like men and women's favorite fast food restaurant. It's McDonald's. Today they've done the more casual dining places like Applebee's and those kinds of places. That's next hour. This is now sports related here. The pregame national anthem was being sung during the hockey playoffs at the Sabres-Bruins game the other night. Now the game is in Buffalo. I didn't know they did this, and BB Shea had to tell me they were doing the Canadian national anthem, even though it's two American teams playing.
Oh, they still do it?
I think that's an NHL standard.
I do too.
Because it's so Canadian.
So even if it's Lightning at Florida Panthers, two game or Dallas Stars at Lightning, they play the Canadian national anthem.
Oh, no.
I feel like this only worked because it was in Buffalo, which is, you can walk to Canada.
What happened was the singer's mic cut out.
Good. Shouldn't be singing it anyway.
How did that happen?
They showed Donald Trump over there cutting the line.
Yeah. Like that guy at the Forrest Gump speech.
Cut the lines.
At the monument, just pulling out the lines. Not here, not tonight.
Surely the president doesn't know that we play the Canadian national anthem at every single NHL game, even if a Canadian team is not involved.
I guess because there's definitely Canadian players on the teams.
Aha. Yeah. I bet every team has Canadian
players, without a doubt.
What's hockey, 65% Canadian? I think that's about right.
Yeah.
Used to be more than that. Now it's like Americans. Yeah. Americans have gone in the last 25 years, I believe, from like 5% to 25% of the league. They were saying that when that kid scored the goal for the U.S. hockey team to win the gold medal.
Yeah, see, we shouldn't have to play. Now look at us. We're the best in the world.
Yeah, we won the gold medal.
So what?
We're not playing this.
I dropped that Canadian anthem right out.
Well, the woman was singing it, and her mic started to cut out early. Listen to these fans in Buffalo.
Oh, Canada, our home and native.
It cuts. It's gone.
Patriot love. And with love we see.
What a moment. I'm getting chills.
That'd be the last game I'd ever attend. In fact, I'd have slammed my beer as an American and walked out.
That's it. I'm done.
Done with hockey
These
in NHL.
You Sabre fans, man. Come on.
I went to a Toronto Blue Jays game last year.
Yes, I recall.
In Toronto.
Yeah.
And they paid tribute to this local war hero. Mm-hmm. He was part of the Canadian Army, and everybody was standing up. Mm-hmm. And I got halfway through it, and I'm like, I don't have to be doing this.
You're not singing that.
I'm not standing up for this guy.
Standing up for this guy.
No.
He's not in our country.
No.
By the way, when she sang the American national anthem, suddenly her mic was fixed. There was no issue.
As it should.
And I feel like she halfway through the song should have just dropped the mic and said, "Let's, just sing it yourself."
do it.
It sounded like there were two
tried.
people just wrestling over the cord and like kept plugging it back in and unplugging it.
Yeah, maybe that's what's like.
They
a
were
fight
having
back
a
there.
fight back there.
It's I saw that Bob Dylan movie. At one point, he was singing, electric instead of folk songs, and they were like, "Get that guy down! You can't
Unplug him.
unplug him." That was the whole movie. It was like that movie. By the end of it, it's like, who gives a crap what he's singing? Who cares? I just didn't care.
That's the best review of the movie I've ever heard. I watched this entire movie for 2.5 hours, and at the end I thought, who cares
what he's singing? Mark, you wanted to comment on "Oh Canada" at the hockey games. Go ahead.
They play "Oh Canada" only when Canadian teams are playing U.S. teams, except in Buffalo. So Rachel was right. That's just because Buffalo is so close to Canada. They have a lot of people who cross the border.
Yeah,
to watch the game.
they're practically Canadian. I mean, they're in the U.S., but
Yes.
my mom grew up in Buffalo, and she, they used to ride their bikes across and do stuff in Canada.
That's why you're a Bills fan, because your mom grew up in Buffalo. That is good information. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. But if Montreal, as they were last night, Montreal at Tampa Bay, they play the Canadian anthem.
But if we have the Predators against the Hurricanes,
you're not playing.
all American anthem, baby.
That's right. That Dylan movie. You see that Dylan movie yet?
I haven't, no.
It's. I liked it okay, and I like Chalamet. Somebody just described his physique, that he looks a lot like a German woman. Chalamet. I just read that. Some comedian said that. I don't know who to credit with it, but they said, I looked at him in Marty Supreme or something, and he looks like it looks like a German woman with his shirt off. So anyway. I watched the Bob Dylan movie, and I did like it, but the whole thing culminates into this festival where and it's a real life thing, I'm sure, where he starts playing electric music instead of singing his folk music, and they all just are like, no, God, no. And really, they're battling back there, where the microphones are plugged in to turn it on or turn it off. And one guy, I think, even draws his gun and said, "You leave that alone." What?
You got that excited over Dylan?
Yes. And finally, I was just like, who cares? Who cares?
Bob Dylan, is that you?
You have
Unplug it now!
What's that Bob Dylan we heard the other day? It was really Hurricane.
Yeah, that has actually.
It's great.
You know how I feel about Dylan.
Yeah.
Great songwriter. Mm-hmm. I do not love his voice. However, that song is my number one Dylan song now. That's a tremendous song.
I've heard this song probably 3 times in my life.
Here comes the story of the hurricane.
I told the whole story the other day of how it played at I was hosting an event at Reedy Creek Equipment, and my dear friend who's African American, John, I said to him, "Well, you know the story of the hurricane." He's like, "No, man, no." I said, "Well, Denzel's in the movie." He's like, "I don't like Denzel." I said, "Yes, you do."
Come on.
I mean, are you even black?
I mean, come on.
Come on.
This song is like 10 minutes long, but it's really
good.
And by the way, The story of the hurricane is Reuben Hurricane Carter, wrongly imprisoned for a murder he didn't commit, double murder. He was in prison for 18 years, and finally he got out. I mean, I've talked about this all week, like all morning radio shows have. Who else is not?
Breaking news.
Obviously, yeah. Dylan wrote this song 10 years before he got out of prison. He told the story to bring attention to it. I'm starting to like Dylan more and more, like after I heard this song. But that movie, I mean, at the end of it, I don't know. What?
All this over plug-in?
Who cares if he plugs it in or not? You know, let him plug it in. I don't care. You mentioned you'd slam down your beer at the Buffalo Sabres game if the Canadian national anthem were played. Rachel saw this. She's up in arms. They've listed the best light beers, and Coors Light was number 3 in a survey.
Are you a Coors Light person?
No, it should have been in last place. It was too high on the list.
Oh, see, I never minded a Coors Light.
I think it's one of the worst. If that was the only alcohol left on earth, I'd never drink again.
You wouldn't have it.
Nope.
Do you? What sets it apart for being that bad? Would you say?
I can't put my finger on it. It has. I feel like there's not much to it. It's already kind of boring, but then I also feel like it has bad aftertaste.
Okay.
Yeah,
Coors Light. It finished third.
So, what's your go-to? What is your favorite let's say light beer?
Taste wise, I probably go for Miller Lite.
Number 1.
Okay.
But I more often will drink Mick Ultra. A little bit less calories and less alcohol content, so you can drink and not have to, worry about getting a buzz.
I used to like Michelob Light, and they got rid of it for Mick Ultra.
Yeah.
But I'm a Mick Ultra girl, too.
Yeah, big
Same.
time.
Like the Slim Can.
Good on the golf course.
Good on the golf course.
Yep, and you were for a time a Bud Light lime person.
Loved it.
I think Mick Ultra, did they do a lime too?
They did, but it wasn't nearly as good. The Bud Light Lime is the best. The top 2 were Miller Lite, Bud Light.
Yeah.
As you'd imagine. But Miller over Bud, is that still a fallout from the political thing with Budweiser?
I really think that, a lot of people did start drinking Miller Lite during that time.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a better taste. I mean, nothing.
Really?
I don't have a problem with Bud Light. I'll drink it. It's just, I think Miller Lite tastes better.
Let's see what Hoyt has to say. You're talking about Coors Light, Hoyt. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, man. Coors Light. It's like making love in a canoe. Next to water.
Okay.
A little watery.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering what he was going to say.
I was too.
Thank you, Hoyt. Appreciate that. What did they used to say that it's like a vat of beer, and like the top was Budweiser, the middle was Miller, and the bottom was Michelob or something like that. I forget what it was exactly, but they used to say that.
I drank plenty of Coors Light. I just never thought of it as terrible.
The only cool thing is if you get the can, the mountains will change color depending on the temperature of the beer. That's it. Other than that, I have no reason to buy it.
That's very impressive, though.
Yeah.
I do like that. I appreciate that.
Well, it goes right along with this. Coors is coming out with their first ever non-alcoholic beer, and they say it tastes exactly like a Coors Light, but with no alcohol. So you'd have no interest in that, certainly. Good God.
Have you had any of these non-alcoholic beers?
I don't think these should even exist.
What's the point?
What's the point?
Well, I don't think they should exist. I'm tired of mocktails.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I do like the fact that they make the non-alcoholic beers.
Well, I guess if you have an alcohol issue, you would still want the taste of a beer, like out with the guys, And
I guess.
But beers don't even taste good.
Well, I agree, but I think a lot of people do get used to it and they love it.
Oh,
but
God.
if you're an alcoholic and you drink a non-alcoholic beer, doesn't that just make you crave
exactly,
a beer?
right? What's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you still really want that taste, but
I guess.
I'll just say I know a lot of people that don't drink anymore, and they love, especially because they're making non-alcoholic IPAs now.
Are they
and people
really?
that love IPAs. I hate them, but if you love an IPA and you want that taste without the alcohol, they have it now.
Yeah.
I just want the buzz, man.
Well, me too. The only reason I ever were to drink.
Yeah.
Is to just drunk. Well, I mean, they used to have a thing called Coors Edge in 2019. It had 0.5% alcohol by volume, which is a lot of non-alcoholic beers have a tiny bit. This is a new Coors Light, non-alcoholic Coors Light. It has absolutely zero alcohol, 0.0. So this is the one that has nothing. Because they used to say some of them, if you got a near beer, a fake beer, they would have just a little bit of alcohol. This has nothing.
The Mick Ultra non-alcoholic beer is the same. It's one of the first that's 0.0%, no trace.
Yeah, that's right. Have you tried that?
I have tried it.
Is it good?
Yeah, it tastes
Tastes just like Mick
like
Ultra.
pretty much.
Does the alcohol not add any taste really to it? Is it like a Coors Light tastes the exact same, just no alcohol in it?
I don't know.
I don't know how
yeah.
they do it. And some things I think the alcohol is removed, which is why there's still a trace. And then other ones I think are just somehow made without the alcohol in it.
Interesting. So many people get into brewing their own beer and everything. I'm lost when it comes to that. But apparently there's money to be made because those mocktails are huge now.
Yeah. I mean, so many companies, places now, you see mocktails.
Yeah.
You know, I'm shocked by it. But I know drinking is way down, too.
The thing, yeah. Drinking in general is
way down.
Which I guess we should celebrate.
Yeah.
Oh, God. But how are you going to celebrate without a drink?
With a mocktail.
Yeah, you have a mocktail. Or you can do like BB Shea. Let me give you some more horse names.
Yeah, come on. Hit me with them.
Well, I've got my book over here. I don't even know the page they were on.
And just look at what you text your dealer.
Hologram panda.
Tis-tastic.
That's a horse.
Yes, tis-tastic. White Widow.
Weed.
Yes. Wonder Dean.
It's a horse.
Yes. Golden Tempo.
Horse.
Yes. Litmus test.
Damn. Horse?
Yes.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
That's all I have. I can't beat you.
No, he's unbeatable at naming horse names and weed.
Quite the expert.
That's a great skill to have.
Hey, man, somebody's got to do it.
This is a fantastic skill to have. If there's weed and horses mixed, you should go to the Kentucky Derby.
I should.
And you should be like a weed guy there at the Kentucky Derby, you know? Want some grass, man. There's more here than just bluegrass. Are you interested in the Kentucky Derby at all? Do you watch?
No, not really. We tried to have parties back in the day. The food surrounding it is fun, but it's the biggest lead up to nothing.
It's 4 hours.
It's 6 weeks of talking about it for 30 seconds of action.
Well, and it's 4 hours of racing because anytime you'll see them line up, you're like,
it's on for like
here it
7.
is. And then it's like, no, this is some other race.
You have to know exactly the time it starts, which is, 7:02 or whatever, 7:19.
I'll tune in and watch it. I do every year.
I do too, 2 minutes.
But it's it. You're right. It's 2 minutes. Then I'm like, oh, cool.
I know. I enjoy the race itself, the lead up, the outfits, the mint juleps, and all that stuff. I don't care.
It's about the party.
Do you go to a Kentucky Derby party? Have you been?
I used to. I haven't been in a while.
Yeah. I've never been invited to a Kentucky Derby party.
Not shocking. Well, because you just be there ruining it for everybody else. I don't get all the lead up. It's really just 2 minutes.
The whole time.
Well, then I'd probably go into the this jockey and that horse and be like behind the scenes with that kind of stuff.
Oh, yes, this guy. Yes, great jockey. I read about him.
Is that Bob Baffert? Bob Baffert, the much maligned trainer.
I don't think he's allowed at the track anymore.
He's not. Well, it's Saturday. I didn't even realize it was Saturday. It is.
Yeah.